Have you ever wondered if your car is hiding features you've never discovered? Not expensive upgrades, not optional extras, features that are already built into your car, yet most drivers have absolutely no idea they exist. Some can make driving safer, some can save you money, and one of them could even get you out of a dangerous situation when you least expect it. The crazy part? You've probably seen some of these features hundreds of times without ever realizing what they actually do. So before you drive your car again, make sure you stick around until the end, because the last hidden feature feels like something straight out of a spy movie. Let's get started. Number 15, fuel cap holder. Let's start with something almost everyone overlooks. The next time you stop for gas, pay attention to what you do after you unscrew the fuel cap. Most people let it dangle against the side of the car. Others balance it on top of the pump. And we've all seen someone drive away with it sitting on the roof. But here's the thing. Your car already has a place for it. Open the fuel door and take a closer look. On many vehicles, you'll find a small plastic hook or molded slot hidden on the inside. It doesn't look important. In fact, most drivers don't even notice it's there. But that's exactly where your fuel cap is supposed to go while you're filling the tank. Just slide the cap into the holder and it'll stay securely in place until you're finished. It's a small feature, but it keeps the cap clean, helps protect your paintwork, and means you'll never have to wonder where to put it again. Simple, but clever. And speaking of hidden things, the next feature has probably been sitting in your pocket for years without you even knowing it. Number 14, hidden mechanical key. Picture this. You've just finished shopping. Your hands are full. You walk over to your car and press the unlock button. Nothing. You press it again. Still nothing. At this point, most people think exactly the same thing. My key fob battery is dead. Now you're standing outside your own car, wondering how you're supposed to get back inside. Here's what most drivers don't realize. Your key fob has a traditional key hidden inside it. Take a look at the side or back of your key fob. Most have a tiny release button or sliding latch. Push it, and a metal key slides right out. Pretty clever, right? But here's the part that surprises even more people. Finding the key is only half the trick. The keyhole is usually hidden too. On many cars, it's tucked underneath a small plastic cover on the driver's door handle. Some manufacturers hide it so well that unless someone shows you where it is, you'd probably never find it. Remove the cover, insert the key, and unlock the door just like older cars used to. No battery, no electronics, just a simple backup that's there for moments exactly like this. Hopefully, you'll never need it. But if you ever do, you'll be glad you knew it was there. And believe it or not, your key fob still has another hidden trick. Number 13, remote window control. It's the middle of summer. Your car has been sitting in the sun for hours. You finally get back, open the door, and it's like stepping into an oven. The seats are burning hot. The steering wheel feels like it's been sitting on a barbecue, and the air inside is almost impossible to breathe. Most people simply get in and crank the air conditioning. But what if you could let all that trapped heat escape before you even open the door? For many drivers, you actually can, using nothing more than your key fob. The exact steps vary depending on your car, but they usually follow the same pattern. On many vehicles, holding the unlock button for a few seconds automatically rolls all the windows down. Some require you to press unlock twice and hold it on the second press. Others let you enable the feature through the settings menu first. Once activated, every window lowers together, allowing all that hot air to escape before you even get inside. It sounds like a small convenience, until you try it on a scorching summer day. Then you'll wonder why you didn't know about it sooner. But here's something that's even easier to miss. It's been sitting right in front of your eyes every time you drive. Number 12, fuel gauge direction arrow. Have you ever borrowed someone else's car, pulled into a gas station, and then realized you had no idea which side the fuel door was on? It happens more often than you'd think. Some people lean over the steering wheel trying to catch a glimpse of the side mirror. Others simply guess. Sometimes they get lucky. Other times, they end up pulling up to the wrong pump and having to reposition the entire car. But here's the thing. Your dashboard has been giving you the answer this whole time. Take a look at your fuel gauge. Right next to the little fuel pump icon, you'll usually see a tiny arrow. If it points left, your fuel door is on the left. If it points right, that's exactly where you'll find it. It's that simple. Once you notice it, you'll never have to guess again, especially if you're driving a rental car or borrowing someone else's vehicle. It's one of those tiny details that makes you wonder, how did I never notice that before? Now let's move on to something you'll definitely appreciate the next time you're driving into the sun. Number 11, sun visor side extension. Picture this. You're driving home late in the afternoon. The sun is sitting low in the sky. You flip down the sun visor, but somehow the sunlight still finds its way around the side, shining straight into your eyes. You move your head, adjust your seat, maybe even put your hand up to block the glare. Sound familiar? Well, here's what most drivers don't realize. Many sun visors actually extend. Take a closer look at yours. On many vehicles, the visor slides outward from the side, giving you several extra inches of coverage. Some can even swing toward the side window while staying extended. That extra bit of coverage blocks sunlight coming from those awkward angles a normal visor just can't reach. It might not seem like a big deal, but less glare means less eye strain. And when you can see the road more clearly, you're naturally a safer driver. It's one of those hidden features you'll probably start using every single day once you know it's there. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a quick favor. If you're enjoying the video so far, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us make more videos like this. And who knows? The next hidden feature you discover might end up saving you money or even helping you out in an emergency. Now, let's keep going. Number 10, rear view mirror dimmer. Driving at night is hard enough, but when the driver behind you forgets to dim their headlights, it can feel like someone's shining a flashlight directly into your eyes. For a few seconds, you can barely see the road ahead. It's frustrating, and more importantly, it's dangerous. Thankfully, most cars already have a built-in solution. Take a look underneath your rear-view mirror. If you see a small tab or lever, that's your manual dimmer. Flip it backwards, and the mirror changes its angle just enough to reduce the glare from headlights behind you, while still letting you see what's going on. If your car has an auto-dimming mirror, it's even easier. Tiny sensors detect bright headlights behind you and automatically darken the mirror without you having to touch a thing. It's one of those features that's been around for years, yet plenty of drivers either don't know it exists or simply forget to use it. Once you start using it, night driving becomes much more comfortable. And speaking of things, your car adjusts automatically. The next feature does something most people don't even notice until someone points it out. Number 9, speed-sensitive volume control. Have you ever noticed your music getting slightly louder as you drive faster? Then, turning back down again when you stop at a traffic light? Most people assume it's their imagination. but it's actually a feature built into many modern vehicles. It's called speed-sensitive volume control, and it's doing exactly what the name suggests. As your speed increases, road noise, wind noise, and engine noise all become louder. Instead of making you constantly reach for the volume knob, your car quietly adjusts the volume for you. Then, as you slow down, it lowers the volume again so your music isn't blasting while you're sitting at a red light. The adjustment is subtle. In fact, many drivers never notice it's happening. But once someone tells you about it, you'll probably catch it the very next time you drive. It's a small convenience, but it's one less thing for you to think about while you're behind the wheel. Now here's a feature almost everyone uses, but very few people use it correctly. Number 8, air recirculation button. Have you ever been driving behind an old truck that's pumping out black smoke? Or maybe you've driven past a farm, and suddenly that smell finds its way into your car. Your first instinct is usually to roll up the windows. But what if I told you your car already has a button designed for moments exactly like this? Take a look at your dashboard. You'll see a button with a picture of a car and a circular arrow inside it. Most people know it's there. Very few know what it actually does. That's your air recirculation button. When you press it, your car stops pulling air in from outside and starts recirculating the air that's already inside the cabin. That means fewer exhaust fumes, less smoke, less dust, and fewer unpleasant smells are making their way inside. But that's not the only benefit. On a hot summer day, your air conditioner cools the air that's already inside the car instead of constantly trying to cool hot air from outside. The result? Your cabin cools down faster, and your air conditioner doesn't have to work nearly as hard. It's a simple button, but using it at the right time can make a huge difference. Just remember to switch it back off after a while. Leaving it on for too long can make the air inside the cabin feel a little stale. Now here's a feature that most people hope they'll never have to use, but if they ever do, it could save their life. Number 7, hidden trunk escape handle. Imagine this for a second. You're trapped inside the trunk of a car. It's dark, you can't see much, and from the outside, nobody can hear you. It sounds like something out of a movie, but situations like this have happened before. That's exactly why modern cars include a hidden emergency escape feature. Open the trunk of your car and take a look inside. On most vehicles built over the last couple of decades, you'll find a brightly colored handle, usually near the trunk latch. Some even glow in the dark. That isn't there by accident. It's an emergency trunk release. Pull it, and the trunk opens from the inside. This feature became mandatory after several tragic incidents where people, especially children, became trapped inside vehicle trunks with no way to escape. Thankfully, manufacturers stepped in with a simple solution that has helped make modern cars much safer. Hopefully, you'll never need it, but it's definitely worth showing the rest of your family where it's located, especially if you have young children. Sometimes, knowing about a feature is every bit as important as the feature itself. Now let's look at another hidden emergency feature, one that's helped countless drivers avoid expensive towing bills. Number 6, emergency shift lock release. Picture this. Your car battery dies. The engine won't start, and now you need to move the vehicle off the road. There's just one problem. Your automatic transmission won't shift into neutral. Most people think they're completely stuck. But here's what many drivers don't know. Hidden. Beside your gear selector is a small emergency release. Depending on your vehicle, it might be underneath a tiny plastic cover or hidden inside a small slot next to the shifter. Remove the cover, press the release using your key or a small screwdriver, and you'll be able to move the gear selector into neutral, even with a dead battery. It's one of those features you'll probably never use. But if your car ever breaks down in traffic or needs to be pushed onto a tow truck, you'll be very glad you knew it existed. And now we're moving into our top 5. These are some of the most surprising hidden features you'll find in modern cars, starting with one that's probably hiding extra storage space you never knew you had. Number 5. Hidden storage compartments. Let's be honest, no matter how clean you try to keep your car, somehow it always ends up full of stuff. Phone chargers, sunglasses, loose change, shopping bags. Before you know it, your center console is overflowing. But what if I told you your car might already have extra storage space you don't even know about? Many manufacturers build hidden compartments into their vehicles to make better use of the available space. The problem is, most owners never discover them. Take a look under your front seats. Some vehicles have pull-out storage trays tucked underneath. Others hide small compartments beneath removable floor panels. And if you drive something like a Chrysler Pacifica or a Dodge Journey, you may even have large storage bins built into the floor. They're perfect for keeping emergency supplies, tools, first aid kits, or valuables out of sight. Not only does it keep your car looking cleaner, it also keeps expensive items away from prying eyes. So the next time you're cleaning your car, spend a few extra minutes looking around. You might discover storage space you never knew you had. And speaking of things hidden in plain sight, the next feature makes replacing your windshield wipers much easier. Number 4. Windshield wiper service position. Replacing windshield wipers should be a simple job, but on many modern cars, it isn't. You lift the wiper arm, only to find it barely moves away from the windshield. Try forcing it any further, and you could end up scratching the hood or even damaging the wiper arm itself. It can be frustrating. But here's what most drivers don't realize. Many cars have something called a wiper service position. It's a special mode that moves the wipers into a position where they're much easier to access. The exact steps depend on your vehicle. On many models, you simply switch the ignition on, turn it back off, then tap the wiper stalk within a few seconds. If done correctly, the wipers move into an upright position, making them much easier to clean or replace. It's one of those features that's rarely mentioned unless you're reading the owner's manual. But once you know about it, changing your wiper blades becomes a whole lot easier. Now here's something your tires might already be trying to tell you. Number 3. Tire pressure confirmation feature. Keeping your tires properly inflated is one of the easiest ways to improve fuel economy, extend tire life, and make your car safer to drive. But there's one problem. Most people stop adding air long before the tire reaches the correct pressure. Others accidentally overinflate it. Fortunately, some modern vehicles have a clever feature that takes the guesswork out of it. As you're adding air, the car monitors the tire pressure in real time. Once the correct pressure is reached, the vehicle lets you know. Depending on the manufacturer, this might be a horn beep, flashing hazard lights, or a message on the dashboard. No second guessing, no constantly checking the pressure gauge. Just inflate the tire until your car tells you it's done. Not every vehicle has this feature, but if yours does, it can make checking your tire pressure quicker and much more accurate. And now we're down to the final 2. These next features aren't just convenient, they could make a real difference when it comes to your safety. Number 2, driver drowsiness detection. We've all done it. You're driving home after a long day. The road seems endless. Your eyelids start to feel heavy. You tell yourself you're fine. Just a few more miles. But fatigue can sneak up on you much faster than you think. That's why many modern vehicles now include a driver drowsiness detection system. The system constantly monitors your driving behavior. Things like small steering corrections, lane position, and how consistently you're controlling the vehicle. If it notices patterns that suggest you're becoming tired, it'll warn you. Some cars display a coffee cup icon on the dashboard. Others play a warning sound or show a message telling you it's time to take a break. It might seem like a simple reminder, but sometimes that's all it takes to prevent a serious accident. Technology can't replace a well-rested driver, but it can give you an important warning before it's too late. Which brings us to the final hidden feature. And if you've never heard of this one before, you're not alone. Number 1, night vision system. Imagine driving down a dark country road. There are no streetlights, very few houses, and visibility is almost zero. Suddenly, a deer steps onto the road. By the time your headlights pick it up, you barely have time to react. Now imagine spotting that same deer several seconds earlier. That's exactly what a night vision system is designed to do. Using infrared or thermal imaging cameras mounted at the front of the vehicle, the system can detect people, animals, and other objects far beyond the reach of your headlights. The image is then displayed on your dashboard or digital instrument cluster. Some vehicles even highlight pedestrians or animals automatically, making them easier to spot before they become a danger. For years, this technology was only available on high-end luxury cars, but it's gradually making its way into more modern vehicles as safety technology continues to improve. It's one of those features that feels futuristic until you realize it's already on the road today. Pretty incredible, right? Modern cars are smarter than they've ever been. The problem is, most of us only use a small fraction of what they're actually capable of. So the next time you get into your car, take a few minutes to look around. Try some of the features you've learned about today. You might be surprised by what you discover. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which hidden car feature surprised you the most? Or maybe your car has a secret feature we didn't mention. Let everyone know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more tips, hidden features, and driving hacks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.